Welcome back to Miami University Overwatch, where tonight we'll be having a great time. My name is Colin Sweeney,
I'm Xander Lewis.
and we've got a few games in Oh wow, hold on, whoa. Uh, we've got a few games being played tonight. We've got the first game right now, which is going to be Wright State Esports versus Miami University Varsity. This is for Queen City Clash, which is a in-person. This is qualification for Queen City Clash, which is an in-person LAN tournament in at University of Cincinnati coming up. This is kind of an integral point of the qualification process, and it's a big game, right?
Yeah, today is our first match for the, I believe, Swiss bracket qualifiers. As the first one, not really a lot of stress going on for this one. Pretty layoff here, but this match is best of three instead of best of five, like how we've had with the ESC conference matches so far. Speaking of that, our next match after this will be against Ball State, who is a pretty big challenger from Miami, one of the top teams. So that team is one to look forward to after this, but for now, best of three against Wright State. We'll probably be starting off with a control point, but yeah, Queen City. Okay, but Queen City Clash, a very integral part of any of our esports teams' experiences during main season. I mean, I believe our Smash team, both teams actually won Queen City Clash last semester. So if we can bring home Queen City Clash here on with Overwatch, it'd be a great record so far for the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And we gotta address the elephant in the room. Our last week's performance. I mean, don't know what happened, but I mean, we gotta kind of kick back from that because, as you said, Ball State. I mean, an incredibly tough opponent. They were third place last regular season for ESC. Only losing three games, or two games, and they were to Northwestern and Miami University, us. And so, I mean, the fact that they Miami lost in such a glorious manner last week. I mean,
Glorious in the opposite
yes,
connotation.
glorious in a bad way, but like, I mean, they have to be ready.
Mhm. From what I've heard, they have them scrimming quite a lot, nearly every single day since their match against Eastern Michigan. Was it Eastern? Yeah, Eastern
Yes.
Michigan. Nearly forgot for a second, but we'll see what they can bring here. Honestly, I do believe Eastern Michigan. That was just maybe a one-off. They did face a team they weren't really used to facing because that Zarya very random from what most teams are playing usually. Ball State usually is a team just like Miami that really sticks to the meta usually. So we'll see what they do. Don't know a lot of information about Wright State. Don't know if their players have really changed at all since last year. So we'll leave on the lowdown for that. And we don't know if we're going to go in here yet, but Oasis seems to be our first map. Maybe may change depending on how the team's feeling, but we should be going
Absolutely.
here in a few minutes.
I know. I honestly, I think that Miami should look into the Zarya. I think it played so well, and the only times after control that Miami was winning, like had any control over the game, was when they played like mirrored the Zarya comp, and that was in Saravasa on the last points, and like maybe there's some merit to that.
Yeah,
Maybe they got to look into that.
that's the thing right now. A lot of teams really they want to play the Hazard, they want to play the Maga or the Ursa. Those are the three main picks. But sometimes you can catch opponent, especially people who are super like on your game plan. Like you can catch these guys off guard really easily by just assuming doing something out of the box.
Yeah,
Like you're like, okay, you're playing Maga this and this. Okay, random hyperball death ball with like I don't know Ryan Junkrat Reaper and like some random healing comp. It maybe it works. But here we are going into our first match against Wright State on Oasis, one map we haven't seen yet this semester. We did see, I think, a few games of it last semester, but this one's going to be a very good map here for probably both teams. Honestly, pretty even here.
yeah. And it looks like both teams are kind of going a bit more of a uh, almost like a half dive, half brawl almost. I mean, like Torbjorn coming in from Bonesaw uh, lends itself to brawl a bit more, but then there's also got Hazard and Lucio and Kiriko kind of going more for like a dive, if you will. Wright State going the comp that Miami's been going for quite a bit with the Mauga Lucio Sombra Reaper, which is going to be very
Yeah,
interesting to
starting here
watch.
soon though. Bonesaw puts on his turret, gets knocked down quite easily. Just trying to build some ult charge there for Zoldy. That does has got about 10%. Miami's here trying to really just rotate around. They're on Wright State side now. Wright State just trying to hold that high ground. Point just got open, so we'll see what Miami does. But Miami has to be very careful around that Maga. If he gets a good line of sight on the onto and like either Bonesaw or that Bonesaw finding a nice double shot with the right click on the girth. Oh god, that is a weird name to say.
We'll just call him Quake.
We'll just call him Quake. But it seems that unfortunately Wright State's Maga gets caught a little bit off guard. The Lucio's falling really low. Miami might try and clean this up. Maga down in the middle, but I don't know if Miami knows it's down there. Bonesaw might have seen him, but you're gonna try picking him off. But it seems the Maga got out.
Yeah, that was a really well played from Miami. I mean, Bonesaw just getting that immediate pick onto Quake, and who is immediately swapped onto the Torb as well to mirror. Uh, I mean, Miami just kind of going up ahead in ults a little bit. There's not much going on here. Wright State trying to take high ground, and I mean they're just looking for picks here.
The awareness there from Nitrous Oxide. He only heard like 2 footsteps and got out there immediately. Oh, Quake also falling down. Both Torbs down for each teams. Ooh, bad there for Nitrous Oxide. Little bit. He couldn't get out in time before he got knocked down. But the damage coming in from On and Booer Scooter onto Parsnip, they should be able to maybe get a fight again here. The retake immediately.
Yeah, I think Buddha Scooter's gonna have to hold on to that forward positioning right there. Maybe look into go into the high ground where the Sombra's at right now, Oddity's at right now.
Yeah, but that double shot from Reese there onto Killian, really that's a lot of healing on from Miami. Be very careful. Bonesaw getting hacked on the left. Good Suzu there, saving Bonesaw at the last minute. Lots of ults are coming up. 2 support ults coming out from Miami. No ults really coming out from Wright State.
It's really coming out from Wright State now, only now, after the whole team is dead, which is kind of not a great look right there.
Yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a misplay. And Miami here having 3 ults, using more support ults. Miami won't really have anything to really protect against that EMP that's coming up if Wright State wants to use it. Oh, we're looking for Bonesaw's trying to look for a little bit of an ult here, maybe. Not getting off. Nitrous Oxide getting hacked, falling really low. Pusker also going really low. Also managed to find picks on the right backside. He's doing a ton of damage with that turret. He still has his E up, so he can be a little bit risky.
And now Miami just kind of backs up, waiting for Pooter Scooter and Nitrous to come back. Miami coming in with 3 ults, but Wright State having just as many, if not more. In fact, more.
Miami here, very good there by the 3 left. They managed to back up, regroup with the team because they know, because Nitrous Oxide, Lucio and Hazard are one of the fastest combos in the game. So they're just like, oh, we can back up for a little bit and get this back immediately. Big EMP coming out from Wright State. Wonderful timing there. That got nearly all of Miami. That caught him, split him off quite badly because Pooters was trying to go in there a little bit. But Miami does have some ults building up here, but Wright State, they do have that cage, which is going to be a very monumental ult depending on how it's used.
Absolutely. Cage and the Torb ult would be kind of a huge play right there. And Miami has they have nothing that they can do against that.
I mean, Killian here is almost up to her. Kitsune Rush, that ult is so quick to build. Oh, that ult not the best there from Pooter Scooter. They're trying to get, but Molten Core coming out. He kind of misplayed a little bit. There's a little bit of a safe zone there for Miami, but the damage coming in, they're kind of just stuck in that corner. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. Bonesaw also using his Molten Core, but he's super low. There's not much he can do. He does pick off the Lucio there last second. Miami should have one more touch here, though.
Miami's looking to be in a bit of trouble, though. They've got no ults coming up except for Killian's Kitsune Rush. And maybe Nitrous Oxide's beat if he can farm it quick enough. But Killian getting an absolute hot shot onto Oddity, the Sombra.
That's good teamwork there between the two leaders there for Miami. Both Kitsune Rush coming out. Big brawl in the middle of the point. Can't tell what's happening. They're kind of just trying to wall it off. Usker trying to go in to take some damage off. Big pick there onto the Maga. That might be it. They're gonna Quake might try touching. Oddity goes in get the overtime. Quake also touches, but they're super low. Soundmaker coming out die from non-charger just to clean up. I don't think there's really anyone quick enough, even with the respawn onto the Hammond. Miami takes the first point.
I mean that was really nice. Having the beat and the Kitsune, or I think it was just the Kitsune rush really at the end of there. Uh, that was a huge pick on the oddity, and then Kitsune rushing immediately just kind of steamrolled that point for Miami.
Yeah, the game aware, the situational awareness from Killian and Nitrous Oxide staying together because they know Oddity's looking for a pick on either one. Nitrous Oxide falling to pretty much only like 25 to 30 health. Without Killian there, he would have gone immediately to death. But Killian managed to find the 2 pot shots in order to get him out of there. And losing Oddity there is kind of losing a lot of util for Wright State.
Absolutely, we're gonna send TP forward, get a bit of speed there, and Miami's gonna try and get first touch immediately.
Same teams for both same comps for both teams here. So the two big wall onto Parsnip. That was huge. That's why you have to be very careful of there when you're facing a has like that tight spaces, especially when you don't have a high amount of damage comp like what Wright State's running here. They only have the Torb to burst things down like that. Nice shot from Bonesaw. Gonna be a nice shots. That let it be known that Torbjorn's bullets are not really hit scan. They are a projectile. They have a curve. So you have to have a lot of prediction there, and he hit both those shots very nicely.
Yeah, in fact,
First fight going to Miami.
I don't know about Hazard, but all four of the Miami University characters, aside from Hazard, that I'm aware of, are actually slightly projectile based, which is kind of interesting. Hazard, Puter Scooter going in, breaking down the turret, kind of holding on to point.
That was a good play there from Miami. They managed to wall off the Mago away. Oh, Audi finding a nice little cheeky pick on the Bonesaw. That's a lot of damage gone from Miami. They know they're trying to target on immediately without any damage. They can't really do much. Bruce Scooter manages to find Parsnip. He's trying to survive, but that Torb is doing so much damage. Nitrous Oxide realizes it's a losing battle, gets out of there as quick as possible. That was very good there from Wright State. Saw that Quake got picked a little bit of a bad moment there for Miami because they managed to wall off Parsnip and try to go for the back line, but they couldn't do enough damage in time, and the wall faded, and there goes Bonesaw.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a little bit of a misposition from Nitrous Oxide. He was just all the way on the other side of the fight, like almost behind Wright State, away from his team, and he could have done at least a little bit more healing, maybe a bit more contested. But now we're going in. Kitsune Rush coming out from the side of Wright State. Beat coming out from Miami University is there's a huge fight on point. Parsnip going super low and going down. Beat coming out from Miami University, but it's getting hacked. Wait, it got hacked out of Nitrous Oxide at least.
Yeah, that was a big play from Oddity there, getting rid of the beat coming out. It's 2 DBSs, or like Lucio and Oddity alive for Wright State. Managed Poozer trying to use that health regen to get back up. He does have his full thing. On just like screw it, pop the ult, but then in comes Parsnip with the stomp. Wright State managed to immediately flip it. That was very good there from both teams, but Wright State had the advantage in player and health really.
Yeah, I can't lie. On's Soj ult there might not have been the best play. I mean, there was two people. It was Pooter Scooter and On, and they were both on point. And he got a kill. I'll give it him. He got a kill, but a kill isn't enough when you're just gonna end up staggering yourself a bit.
Ooh, trying to look for a little sneaky boop there from Nitrous Oxide. Bold Kitsune Rush coming out from Miami, trying to find Parsnip. They're playing very good here on the side of Wright State, really just corralling, running around, not really allowing them to die. This man, Oddity is being a very big nuisance for Bonesaw here. Parsnip coming in. Oh, in comes here. And then also the EMP on top of that. That might be a team kill there. And it probably will be. Killian managed to find Parsnip, but it does not matter. Too much damage. Too many ults. Wright State wins that fight and retakes the point once again. It seems like Wright State here is really just giving up point control a little too much.
Yeah.
And like, so Miami, during those fights, they cap it, but then they just lose the overall fight. So even though they're losing the fight, they're still getting percentage. Wright State's really got to have at least one on.
Yeah, and it's got to be Parsnip. I mean, at the end of or right when they were flipping it, when Miami was flipping it this past fight, he tried jumping onto the point, but he was just too late.
Ooh, good Molten Core. They're really just blocking him off for both teams. That was really bad for Parsnip there. The Molten Core in the middle of the stairwell. Ooh, Audie a little bit bad position there. Ooh, who's good ult there from Nitrous Oxide, keeping Pooter Scooter alive. He got a little stuck over the Molten Core ult. And right once again, Miami University managed to flip it again.
Right at the end. I mean, we're at final point or final fight now.
Yeah, here's the thing though. Wright State does have the beat here. Miami University not really close to any ults. Ooh, they're just trying to rush the spawn. It's working out for them, because but one managed to get back. Three actually. They went around the other way.
Oh,
Oh,
but
but
Reese going down, and that's all
that's
of the
both
healing
yours.
gone from Wright State. I mean, I, I think Miami would, or Wright State would need a miracle at this point. Having both of their supports go down right at the very
Oh,
beginning. B coming out from Deval.
they might be able to keep these touches up if they can spawn in time on the side of Wright State. Yep, Parsnip going onto the ball. They may be able to contest a little bit. They're kind of just leaving the Sombra alone on the point to contest a little bit. And the Lucio manages to get away, and he manages to touch again. 3 back on for Wright State, but the ult comes out from huge Suzu on herself. The beat's a little stuck. Both Kitsune rushes coming out. Big fight here going on point. Lots of ults coming out. They're trying to get that Lucio. Big, good aim there from Pooter Scooter. Tracer's also on point. Nice aim from Bonesaw, and that's going to be the fight. Good try from Wright State there to get back on the point there. Good plays, but at the end of the day, map will go to Miami.
Absolutely, that was really well played from both teams. I mean, especially on that second point on Garden, getting all the way to 99-99. I mean, there was great plays from both teams. I mean, like fish in a barrel right here. Honestly, getting the molten core all over the cage. I mean,
That was
truly great plays from everybody.
Yeah, that was a very good match, back and forth all the way around, both points. Very good games there from both teams. First map, we'll go to Miami, though we don't know their second map yet. But going back to that last game, the especially that last point, Miami there was so aggressive, and I feel like Wright State may have had another fight going for them, but it seems like they split off when trying to go back to the point, because you saw three going around right. They made it to point, but the Lucio tried just going straight front and center and got just mowed down because Miami. We've seen them from them before. They're just like, okay, this is their last fight. Let's just push spawn. We got numbers advantage. Let's go.
Hmm.
So they just bomb rush it, and the Lucio thought he could just sneak on by, but it didn't work out for him. And he had the ult. Maybe if they were there earlier, all five of them, they could have made something work. But because they had to just trickle in, he had to pop the ult just to contest point.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
unfortunately lost that fight.
I mean,
And then also another point of mention is that Pusser managed to build that hazard ult again and managed to really just destroy the tank immediately because of that
mhm,
route.
absolutely. Now we'll be going into, I believe it's a hybrid map, hybrid or escort. I'm pretty sure it's hybrid though. And I mean, there's a lot of the same elements for that idea at the beginning, right? Having to capture a point. I mean, you can't be splitting up like that. Having splitting the team just never a good idea, really. I
Mhm.
mean, getting to point, being playing at the same time, and actually we'll be going to push, which I mean, same kind of thing. We're gonna be going to Runasapi. You can't be splitting your team up in this catastrophic way, right?
Yeah, and Runasapi push is a very volatile game mode, I feel. That is one of those ones, like, unlike with control or even flashpoint, where like you have you have like points that you can capture, or even hybrid and push where you're like back and forth, back and forth. Push is a game mode where it can spiral out of your control very quickly. Like it's one of those games. Like personally, we've pushed the card all the way, gone all the way, got like zero point 0.5 meters away, then all of a sudden, alt out win, alt out lost fight, lost fight, and they just spirals out of your control so quickly. Because you, the main thing here, they have to understand alt economy. Alt economy is the biggest thing for um, push here,
Yeah.
and we will be going into here soon.
I
But
mean, in terms of comp, I think we'll be seeing a lot of the same thing as before. I think we might be going back to the Malga play. I mean, that Hazard Pooter Shooter's Hazard was really good, but I think Hazard lends itself to push a lot more. Or sorry, Malga lends itself to push a lot more, being able to run in there and stomp and then fight on point, versus kind of jumping around and doing all that. Malga is a lot better in the closed, confined corridors of a push map than what I believe Hazard would be.
something else is about that is that Maga is really a fast-paced character, and you need fast-paced characters like quick ults, quick movement for maps like this. Like you can see here, my Miami Poosker may be electing to go the Diva. Not a bad idea. Never mind the Arosa, same thing. Honestly, for a tank that bulky, quite fast, especially with their Spearsman. But here we go with the first push here.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with comfort pick here. I think that's part of why Booter Scooter might be picking Orisa, right? But it is also, like I said, a bit of more of a close range character, having the spear spin, the javelin, doing all this upfront damage. Wright State choosing to opting to play the exact same thing as last round, going full Mauga Torb like we've been seeing.
Ooh, good spear there, but something that Wright State's doing is they're actually going for the Sojourn instead of the Sombra. Honestly, kind of a better pick here on a map like this because Sojourn can build it all quite quickly. It's sending the aside from Sombra, who has to like be very sneaky with it. But it seems this first little fight here stalling a little bit. Kind of just at this middle section, they're just trying to find a picker here.
Yeah, and it looks like Wright State is going
Ooh.
super low. Quake and Parsnip being put down to super low health, but Pooter Scooter as well on getting the first kill onto Quake, and Oddity going super low as well.
Bad position here for Pusker. He has no buttons. He has to spear back up. Audi managed to fall. Both teams no DPS there at all. And then it's kind of even here. Healer and healer versus healer and tank.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're trying to find Killian. Oh, she needed to hit herself with that Suzu as well. Get that little extra health regen. That was really bad there.
Yeah.
Hooters might be able to make something happen here, but they are coming back quick. And the amount of damage, surprisingly, on healers is putting out very fast. Hooters has to back up to get some health up.
Yeah.
Nitrous Oxide having to just go back and try to heal Pooter up. That seems first fight going to the right state. That was very back and forth. Each team lost one.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to get a little bit of push here from right state.
Yeah. Kitsune coming out from both sides. A Terror Surge coming out from Pooter Scooter, not getting anybody, not really doing any damage either because Beat comes out from Devil.
It was good that he managed to force out that beat, though. No support else come up here for right state in a little bit. However, Miami here both popped 2 ults here, and it seems right state's going to keep up this push. Oddity building his Sojourn ult, but Miami University is coming up on 3 ults here too.
Yeah.
Same with right state. But I will say, for playing Mog and Orisa, Parsnip not having that much ult charge as usual.
Yeah. It looks like Wright State's about to hit the cap right here. About to get forward spawn. Pooter Scooter opting to go for the hazard, unlike I had originally thought. Pooter Scooter going so low. I mean, getting stomped, getting everything beat coming out from Nitrous Oxide. Sojo from both sides, and Oddity going down.
Oh, but he got squished, but that was still good there, man. Managing to get rid of that danger that is Oddity and that Sojourn ult. A lot of damage gone there from for Wright State, so that kind of won the fight there for Miami. Even though On died, even with the Sojourn ult, he managed to keep up the fight a little bit longer. That way Pulitzer could get healed up, not be getting like shot so much by that Sojourn ult. Managing to win the fight.
Yeah, and now we're coming up. Both Torbs have ult, and we've got Cage coming in from Parsnip. That could be scary. Just like the last time on Oasis, we're gonna get a bit of a fish in a barrel scenario. I think.
Using that ult to zone out here. Yep, he's coming in with the Cage. They managed to pick him off though, but the Molten Core coming in from the other team, they have to be very, very careful and not step in that. They'll get bursted down quickly. I'm kind of getting forced out of position. They're trying to a little sneaky there from Reese trying to take the point back. Managed to get that teleport. Good turn there from Pooty Scooter. And nice dash. Very good cleanup there from Miami. They were smart about that. Little bit of a misplay there maybe from right side because Parsnip dashed out there alone, popped his ult, and died immediately.
Yeah, not having Reese or Devil kind of looking at him hurts a lot, and it looks like Miami University is about to get. They took the lead, and I think they got forward spawn, which is fantastic. They're gonna decide to go straight back, denying Reese's Kitsune rush, which is absolutely massive for Miami.
Yeah, because they realized Bonesaw was still coming back, so they didn't really have much damage aside from Monza. They're just like, we're not going to take this 5v4. They all can waste that ult. And then big ults coming out here from both teams. Soundbarrier coming out from Devil. That just Oxide has some up. Killing pops her Kitsune rush to get some extra damage. And Duval coming to, oh, nice shot there. Good tracking.
And it's just
Parsnip falling
going
super
down.
low. Who's on this hazard has improved so much in just a few weeks.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like night and day compared to the first week of play. I mean, he is playing a lot better on this hazard.
Very good here.
Now Miami just kind of waiting a bit for Wright State to engage. Oddity having all as well as Bonesaw and On for the side of Miami. It looks like Overclock could be a very big player in these next fights. They're just kind of waiting, just kind of stalling a little bit. Pooterskooter going all the way in, and Devil getting so low, just not quite getting it.
So much damage coming out there. That like that block there from Hazard is so deadly if it has multiple targets on him, because that actually increases the damage he puts out from it. That was very good. And I love this from Miami. They know when to back off. They know when to give up control of the robot so they can regroup, have another fight, and just push it slowly and slowly more forward. They have a very conservative play style on this on these types of maps. It's working for them very well, especially to a team like Wright State who like to go all in very early, like pop an ult to start a fight. But then Miami's like, sure, we'll back up. We have the lead. Go ahead.
Yeah, like in this scenario, Parsnip just kind of rushes straight in.
Oh my goodness.
Miami backs up a little bit, and then goes straight back in, killing Parsnip immediately.
Yeah, look at that. They're just hiding from that Sojourner. They're just letting it run out.
Yeah.
Right State gonna have the pots in here. We're getting close to the final here. Big dash in, big slice. Maybe a big ult here coming out from Hazard. Going probably that might have been a good spot. They were all grouped up. You might just not be able to see them there.
Yeah, that would have been beautiful. I think. Considering Rush coming
go.
out.
They got
Miami, and there's the ult. Getting
two. Nah, it was a nice ult there. Hazard with that ult is so strong. They're just trying to keep it up. Big beat there, saving him right at the right time. The cage comes out, but it doesn't do enough.
Yeah, and that looks like it's just going to be a cleanup from what the? That was a crazy far.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah, Wright State trying to just keep up touch here, but I didn't realize that. But actually, a few members of Miami went down there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even see that. It was so focused on Poochker on the aggression, I couldn't even see anything.
Yeah, same. But it looks like we're gonna back up. Oddity swapping over to the Widowmaker, and Parsnip losing all alt charge, which he didn't have much of to begin with, just because he just used it. And it looks like kind of playing a bit of comfort here as a maybe. Overclock coming out from On, and he's looking for Quake. Reese going down to Pooterskooter's wall. Bonesaw getting two with the turret and Quake. Oxide getting Oxide. Oddity.
Bonesaw on this Torb is honestly going kind of crazy. For the first time really seeing him. I mean, granted, he is known as like the Bastion guy, so probably not hard to transition over to another cheesy kind of pick like that. Oh, but Bonesaw kind of getting forced in that room, so I'm trying to run away. Hurt him in the back there.
Uh-oh.
Pooterskooter going super low. That was kind of a good rotation there from Wright State. They managed to just kind of pick them off. A little bit of separation there from Miami. Kind of mistake there. But something you have to note is that Wright State only has a minute and a half to make it all that distance. Miami's been done very well at just burning time with these long fights.
Which is a great strategy. I mean, just get onto point, stand there, and stall for as long as you can. Being this far ahead, I mean, it would definitely take a lot. And we kind of watch here as Pooterskooter's just poking a little bit, contesting cart now, as On looks for a bit of a pick here in the back line, or off on the flank. Bonesaw kind of throws it in, and there goes Molten Core.
Oh, what a good ult there, separating from being able to push out really. On dying to Oddity, kind of bad there. They managed to get a few up. Oh, good beat there, saving at least one member of Miami, keeping Killian up and managing to pick off the Duval. Reese also falling down. That's gonna be a fight one for Miami. That was a very, very interesting fight there. Oh, don't do him like that. Bonesaw.
Oh.
Don't be pulling out the hammer.
Getting a little bit dirty there from Bonesaw.
Getting a little bit evil.
Can't lie, this upcoming fight's a bit scary. Wright State having 4 out of 5 ults, and Miami University having only Scooters.
Which, granted, when they don't have B on the side of Wright State, that is still quite a good ult.
It could be. It absolutely could be. But having seen enough Hazard gameplay, I don't think I've seen a single ult getting more than 2 people.
That was good game awareness there from Miami. Parsnip falling. What happened there? I think both supports are just in the back. What happened there?
And Miami stops pushing just so that Wright State won't get another touch. and there's the victory for Miami University, coming out with 2-0 against Wright State. I believe that is game as well, match point.
Yeah, that was best of 3 for the Swiss series. That's going to be two. Miami will be going 1-0 in the Swiss bracket for Queen City Clash. Wright State, unfortunately, falling 0-1 at the beginning of it. I don't know what really happened there that last fight. I mean, it seemed like Miami good game awareness on their end. They heard the McCree. He went top right, tried to make some do it, make something happen, and then Bonesaw hit him one time with the headshot. Up went Budosker and knocked him right down. And it seemed like the healers were both kind of just up there trying to heal him after he already died. But yeah, like so in that case, Parsnip has no healing on point, gets bursted down immediately, and once Parsnip is down, it's kind of a lost fight for Wright State. Though don't have much survivability.
I mean,
So
there was also, I mean, the immediate pick onto the Cree, I mean, or the Cassidy, getting that all the damage out as well, just kind of blew up the team. Really, there wasn't much they could do or come back from.
yeah, that was very good for Miami. That first map was kind of back and forth. We didn't know what was happening, but that last map was definitely Miami sided. Very good there. Wright State did put up a good fight the first game. Got to see some good plays, honestly. That Tormog combination is deadly if they can make it work. There was just a few times where they didn't really spread out the molten core enough, and they kind of just lost a fight from it. But other than that, that'll be the end of our match against Wright State in a few, in about, was it like 20,
30 minutes, yeah.
30 minutes? I don't know. And sometime later, we will keep the stream running. However, we will be going off for a tiny bit to get set up for the Ball State match for the SC best of 5. This one's going to be very exciting. Very difficult match ahead of us here for Miami. And we'll see what they can make it work. We'll see how they
Absolutely,
can really come back in ESC from their loss last week. If they can get a win on Ball State, it'd be huge.
absolutely. But we'll see you guys later. We'll be back shortly.